In RLCraft Dregora, the right baubles decide if you live or die. In this video I have ranked top 10 baubles. Starting off with the easiest among the strongest, this bauble gives you constant damage reduction in every situation. Every hit you take is slightly reduced, which may not seem like much, but over time it adds up a lot. In long fights or when facing multiple enemies, this small reduction can be the difference between surviving and dying. It's a strong base for survival, but the next bauble helps you end fights faster instead of just tanking them. Now we move into endgame offense. Wrath Pendant increases your attack damage, letting you kill enemies faster and boost your lifesteal. In RLCraft, the biggest danger is not low damage, it's getting one shot by massive burst damage. Wrath Pendant makes you stronger, but it doesn't keep you alive, and in RLCraft, survival is everything. And that's why it's not ranked higher, even though it's an endgame bauble. This is where damage scaling becomes serious. Poison Stone boosts your damage against poisoned enemies, which can massively increase your DPS. With the right setup, this bauble can outperform normal damage boosts, especially in boss fights. It turns already strong weapons into something much more dangerous. Still, dealing damage isn't everything. If you can't control your movement, you'll still die, and the next bauble fixes that. This bauble removes knockback and movement disruption, letting you stay in control during fights. Instead of being pushed around, you can keep attacking consistently, which is very important in tough battles. But even with full control, one big hit can still kill you, and the next bauble helps prevent that. Broken Heart is a lifesaver that prevents instant death from heavy damage. When you take a huge hit, instead of dying, you survive with low health. This gives you a chance to heal or escape. However, in true endgame builds, this can be replaced by stronger defensive options, and the next bauble starts that transition. This bauble gives speed, water breathing, and mobility boosts, which makes you much harder to kill. Better movement means better dodging, faster reactions, and more control in fights. In many cases, mobility alone can save your life. It also removes many weaknesses in water, making certain areas much easier to deal with. But mobility won't protect you from debuffs, and the next bauble completely removes that problem. Now we enter true endgame tier. Ankh Shield provides immunity to most dangerous debuffs like poison, weakness, blindness, and control effects. This means no losing control, no damage over time, and no interruptions during fights. It makes combat much more stable, but even after removing debuffs, one big problem still remains: burst damage. And the next bauble starts solving that. Dragon's Eye gives fire resistance, night vision, and/or detection, making it extremely powerful for survival. Fire resistance alone can completely prevent certain deaths, especially against dragons and lava. Or detection makes resource gathering faster and more efficient, which is very useful in progression. It is one of the most popular baubles because it combines multiple strong abilities into one slot. However, in endgame, this bauble can be replaced by Dragon Gem, which is more optimized for late-game builds. But even both of these don't provide you massive hits and damage unlike the next bauble. This is where true endgame power begins. Faelis Claw increases attack speed and DPS, making it one of the strongest offensive baubles. More attack speed means more damage. But even with insane damage and healing, one mistake can still get you one shot. And the final bauble removes that weakness completely. This is the strongest bauble in RLCraft Dregora. Shield of Honor reduces massive burst damage, which is the #1 cause of death in the game. Instead of getting instantly killed by bosses or strong mobs, you survive the hit and get time to heal. Once you survive, your lifesteal, armor, and healing take over, making you extremely hard to kill. And that's why this bauble is #1. It doesn't just make you stronger, it keeps you alive when nothing else can. These are the top 10 strongest baubles in RLCraft Dregora. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more RLCraft content. Thank you for your support, and I feel very happy after reading your comments.